Okay, so we're just about done with our animation logo reveal exercise, and the idea is to kind of give you an idea of how you go about assembling such a project. And you're going to take this project, build it yourself using the resources, the assets that I've given you, and then the uh, actual assignment will be for you to build your own animation reveal, doing something similar. It doesn't have to be exact. It can be very different, but the idea is that you're going to use the techniques that we've learned so far to incorporate some sort of a logo animation reveal. All right. So we're just about finished with our logo animation reveal. And I'm breaking this into small chunks so it's a little easier to understand. Let's play what we have so far. So we got the photos fading and then the screen going to white. Now, the top 3 layers are turned off. I'm sorry, the top 2 layers, and I'm going to drag those to 2 seconds. That is the reliability, affordability, peace of mind, and the logo, because they're not going to come in until here. So what we're going to do is we're going to animate. I'm going to take this, the logo is going to come in last. I'm going to drag it out to the top of the stack. And I'm going to animate the 3 lines of text: reliability, affordability, and peace of mind. So I'm going to turn those 3 layers on. And they start, oh, I have to make them visible too, don't I? There you go. I'm going to turn off the logo. So they're going to end up where they are now. So I want peace of mind to come in from the bottom, affordability to come in from the left, and reliability to come in from the top. So let's go to reliability. I'm going to unlock those, make reliability editable, go down to the transform, and I'm going to have it end up where it is now. So I'm going to go over, let's go over, let's see, where is 3 seconds? Let's go halfway between 3 seconds and 2 seconds, so that's 20 frames. And I'm going to set the position and opacity for reliability at 20 frames after 2 seconds. Now I'm going to drag it to 2 seconds, and I'm going to have it move from top down. So it's going to, oops, wrong one. I always grab the wrong one. Let's grab that again. Position. Let's scale that up. Not scale, but move that up like so. And then I'm going to set the opacity to 0. So it's going to slide in like so. And once again, I'm going to select those keyframes, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. I'm going to turn on all of my motion blurs. I'm going to select those keyframes, and I'm going to go to my graph editor, and I'm going to punch that up. Excellent. I'm going to close that graph editor, and let's do the next line of text, which is affordability. So I'm opening affordability and going down to transform, and I want it to start where it is at 20 frames. So I'm going to click the position and the opacity, and then I'm going to drag it to 2 seconds. And I want this to slide in from the left. So I'm going to grab the position and drag that off to the left. And then I'm going to set the opacity to 0. So it's going to slide in like so. And then I'm going to select those keyframes, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. With the keyframe still selected, go to my graph editor, select those those keyframes for the animation speed and give it a little punch. Okay, I'm going to close that and do peace of mind. So peace of mind is going to come up from the bottom. I open up transform. We're going to start it at 20 frames after 2 seconds. So it's a midpoint between 2 and 3 seconds or so. That's just a little less than that, a little more than that, but that's okay. Let's use that as an incremental starting point. So I'm going to set the position for that, the opacity, then I'm going to drag it back to 2 seconds. And I want this to animate, oops, I just grabbed the wrong one. Grab this one, drag it down. Set the opacity to 0. Select those 4 keyframes, trap select, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Turn on my motion graph editor. Make sure the motion graph editor is set to speed graph. Select those keyframes, punch it in, and I'll turn that off. And let's test the animation. Let's see how it looks so far. Drag it to the beginning. So we have that coming in, the 4 photos, and it fades to white. And then we have our text flying onto the screen. And we can adjust the speed on this after we're done. Let's play it one more time. All right. So now we just need to animate the logo. So the logo is going to come in after the text. So I'm going to start it at 20 frames. So I'm going to, let's move it over to 3 seconds. Let's put it at 3 seconds. Let's turn on that layer and let's set the keyframe for it at where we want it to end at 3 seconds. I'm going to set the position and opacity. And then after those other layers drop in, about right here, we're going to, let's animate the, instead of position, let's animate the, let's go back. Let's animate the scale. So I'm going to go back to, we're looking at the logo. I'm going to go to 3 seconds and I'm going to turn on scale. And then I'm going to drag it back to where the text came in at 20 frames. And I'm going to scale it inwards. And I'm going to move it over like this. And then I'm also going to set the opacity to 100 to 0. So it's going to kind of grow out like that. Now, let's take a look at what we have. Okay, and there's our logo reveal. I'm going to put it at 4 seconds. Let's play through the whole thing. Very good. So now, if you didn't want it to go completely white, so that we want it to be able to see, let's go to the layer with the shape in it. And on that keyframe here, where it's 100%, let's set the opacity to 65%. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good too. So now that we've got it built out, you can try all sorts of things, right? But that's basically how you'll set up your animation reveal project, okay? And then after I'm done, I'm gonna save my project file, save as. give it a name, okay? And then I want you to go to composition, add to render queue, either render it as an AVI or a .mov file. And so we've gone over the process of rendering. Click lossless, choose your format. In this case, AVI or QuickTime would work fine. We're not exporting a channel. If I wanted a transparent background, I would export it with RGB plus alpha. In this case, RGB will work fine. I click OK. I click here to choose the location and the name of the file. Choose the folder where I'm going to finish it. Select it. And then after I've set all that up, I click the render button. After it renders, you're going to upload that to your YouTube channel and send me a link so that I can verify that you finished the exercise. So that is your animation logo reveal exercise.